Good morning, student. Welcome to the second lecture of unit number 4. In the last lecture, we had discussed about what is text and edit text and how to add text view and edit text in your particular mobile application. Also, we have discussed some attributes, that means some properties of text view and edit text also. And also we have seen how to create it practically and how to run your mobile application having text view and edit text on Android virtual device. Now in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about autocomplete text view button, like image button, and after that toggle button. So first let's start with the autocomplete text view. A autocomplete text view is a view that is similar to edit text except that it shows a list of completion suggestions automatically while the user is typing. It means that your autocomplete text view is similar to edit text. That means in this view, you can enter text, you can edit your text, also you can delete your text. But the difference is that while you are going to enter some text, it is going to show some suggestions. For example, if you are going to enter G, it's showing you suggestions like Google. Okay. Or for example, if you are going to enter, for example, Pote College, it is going to show you Pote College, Patil College, and likewise number of suggestions. And you have also seen that in Google search engine, when you are going to search something, it shows some suggestions to you. That is autocomplete text view. So it is similar to edit text, but difference is that it shows a list of completion suggestions automatically when the user is typing. So list of suggestions is displayed in drop down menu. So your suggestions that is going to display is displayed in drop down menu. The user can choose an item from there to replace the contents of edit text box. So when you click on that that particular item in the drop down menu, your contents are replaced with that particular item. So autocomplete text view attributes. So the following are the important attributes related to autocomplete text view control. So you can check Android official documentation also for complete list of attributes and related methods which you can use to change these attributes at runtime. So the first attribute and related description, the first one is Android completion hint. So this defines the hint display in the drop down menu. It means that likewise it shows suggestions in drop down menu. So when you use Android completion hint, it defines hint display in the drop down menu. It is going to display some hints to you. After that, Android completion hint view. So this defines the hint view display in the drop down menu. It is somewhat similar to completion hint attribute. After that, Android completion threshold. This defines the number of characters that users must type before completion suggestion are displayed in a drop down menu. So it defines the number of characters that user must type before the completion suggestions are displayed in a drop down menu. It means that when you are going to type some number of characters, it is going to show likewise suggestions in drop down menu. After that, Android drop down anchor. So this is the view to anchor the autocomplete drop down to. Then Android drop down height. This specifies the basic height of the drop down. Then Android drop down horizontal offset, the amount of pixels by which drop down should be offset horizontally, and drop down selector. So this is the selector in a drop-down list. That means by using this drop-down selector, you can select particular element from this drop-down list. Then Android drop-down vertical offset. So the amount of pixels by which drop-down should be offset vertically. Likewise, you have drop-down horizontal offset. We have drop-down vertical offset also. And then Android drop-down width. So this specifies the basic width of the drop-down. Your autocomplete text view shows completion suggestions automatically while the user is typing, and it is going to show that suggestions in a drop-down menu. But what is the width of that drop-down menu is specified by using this attribute, that is Android drop-down width attribute, which specifies the basic width of the drop-down. Then Android pop-up background. So this sets the background like image or some static images that you want to set in your background are set by using this particular property, that is Android pop-up background. So these are the 10 attributes or 10 properties of autocomplete text view. So your autocomplete text view is similar to edit text, but difference is that it is going to show list of complete suggestions automatically while user is typing. These suggestions are displayed in a drop-down menu, so you can choose an element from that drop-down menu to replace your content. And after that, you can also change the height and width of that drop-down menu by using these particular properties like Android drop-down width and Android drop-down height. And also you can set the background of your drop-down by using this Android pop-up background property. Now this is your activity underscore main.xml file. So let's see how we can add autocomplete text view in your particular mobile application development. But before that, you have to open your Android Studio. You have to create a new project. After that, select an empty activity and name your project. And then go to resource folder, then layout. And after that, click on main.activity_main.xml file, and this main.xml file shows coding related to your design. So either you can simply drag and drop text view, edit text and autocomplete text view, and after that clicking on properties in that design view, you can change you can edit your design. Or there is another way that after going to activity underscore main.xml file, you can type some lines in your coding to change your design. So there are two ways to change your design. Either you can set properties in your design layout, or you can add some lines in activity underscore main.xml file. So here I am going to enter some lines in activity underscore main.xml file rather than going to design view. So I drag and drop one text view. So this is particular text view, and this is unique identity which is assigned to this text view. The height and width is wrap content. Now you know that what is wrap content and what is fill parent. Then align parent top, center, horizontal. These are the by default coding which is already given in the main.xml file. And after that, I just drag and drop autocomplete text view, and then when I open activity underscore main.xml file, I can see this much of lines of coding. So again, ID, this is common attribute for all views and view groups. So this is unique identification which is assigned to autocomplete text view. After that, width and height is filled a wrap parent, and then now just see here. Here I have just drag and drop one autocomplete text view and I have assigned ID to that particular text view and hide and with this wrap content. But after doing this much of coding, you can see your output as like this. Okay. Once you click on run, your Android virtual device is going to run and it is going to show you something like this. And when you are going to enter here, likewise, here I am entering two character, that is PA. So it is going to show some list of suggestions in a drop down menu, like it shows Paris, it shows PA United States, it shows Paranga Brazil. Okay, likewise suggestions it is going to show. So it is somewhat similar to edit text. In edit text also we can enter some characters, and here also we can enter some characters, but difference is that there only you can enter some characters, you can alter your characters and delete your characters. But here when user is going to type some characters, this autocomplete text view is going to show some suggestions related to your character, like Google search engine. So then I enter here PA, it is going to show Paris, PA, Paranga, and so on. Okay, so this is about the autocomplete text view. Now let's see buttons. So in Android, button represents a push button. Push buttons can be clicked or pressed by the user to perform an action. So there are different types of buttons used in Android, such as toggle button, compound button, radio button, and so on. So button is a subclass of text view class. On a button, we can perform different actions or events like click event, press event, touch event, etc. So Android buttons are GUI, that is graphic user interface components, which are sensible to taps, that means which are sensible to click by the user. So when the user taps or when user clicks on button in an Android application, the application can respond to that particular click or to that particular tap. So these buttons can be divided into two categories. First one is, first button is with text on, and the second button is with image on. That means one is text button and other is image button. Now text buttons are very common. So button with images can contain both an image and text also. So Android buttons with images on are also called as image button. Okay, so this is about the button. So button basically represents a push button. That means it shows events. So when you click or when buttons are click or tap by the user, it is going to show another activity which is related to that particular tap or to that particular click. Now there are some attributes related to the button. So following are the important attributes related to button control. First one is the Android auto text. So if set specifies that this text view has a textual input method and automatically corrects some common spelling errors. It means that when you enter some text, it automatically going to correct some common spelling errors. In your mobile phone also there is a auto speller. When you enter some wrong spelling, it is automatically going to correct that spelling errors. Then Android drawable buttons. This is the drawable to be drawn below the text. Now we have already seen that property in the text view. Then Android drawable right, when we want to draw some elements to the right of the text, that time we can use this property like Android drawable right. Then Android editable, if set specifies that this text view has an input method. That means like edit text. So when we want to edit text, that time we are going to use Android editable property. And then Android text, this is the simple one property. Android text property we use when we want to simply display the text. So these are the 5 properties related to button, and we have discussed that there are basically 2 types of button, like a button with text on and button with images on. Okay, the button with images on called as image button, and image button can contain both an image and text. So in this example, we are going to create 2 text fields and 1 button for sum of 2 numbers. So if user click button, sum of 2 input values is displayed on the toast.